Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Roman Reigns was called out by the Bloodline on last week's episode of WWE SmackDown. The original Tribal Chief made his return at SummerSlam, which saw him cost Solo Sikoa the undisputed WWE Championship. The head of the table is set to make another appearance on SmackDown this Friday, which could be his last one for a while. This is because he is not being advertised for any other shows currently and is only scheduled to appear on the September 13th episode of SmackDown, which will see the Blue Brands move from Fox to USA Network. With that being said, let's take a look at 5 things Roman Reigns could do on WWE SmackDown this week. 5. Solo Sikoa's new Wiseman confronts Roman Reigns on SmackDown after taking over as the Tribal Chief of the Bloodline. Solo Sikoa brought in stars of his choosing to fill each specific spot. He picked Jacob Fatu as his enforcer and Tama Tonga as his right-hand man. However, the self-proclaimed Tribal Chief has not recruited a new Wiseman after kicking Paul Heyman out of the group. It is possible that he introduces his Wiseman during the ongoing feud with Roman Reigns. Rikishi, who has hinted at becoming Sikoa's special counsel in the past, could show up on SmackDown to deal with Reigns. The WWE Hall of Famer could be sent by Sikoa to confront Reigns, as the self-proclaimed Tribal Chief may not want to show up himself due to the beatdown his faction suffered last week. 4. Roman Reigns cuts a promo, gets attacked by the Bloodline. Roman Reigns' much-anticipated return at SummerSlam had fans extremely excited about his appearance on SmackDown last week. Everyone was expecting the former undisputed WWE champion to address his return, but he did not speak on the show. It is possible that the original Tribal Chief finally cuts a promo this Friday and asks the crowd to acknowledge him before addressing his feud with Solo Sikoa. The Bloodline could then show up to avenge last week's attack by assaulting Reigns. This way, he could be written off WWE programming until SmackDown's return to the USA Network. 3. Roman Reigns brings back Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman has been on the sidelines since he suffered an attack at the hands of the Bloodline because he refused to acknowledge Solo Sikoa as his Tribal Chief on SmackDown back in June. The Wiseman did not return with Roman Reigns, but he was spotted backstage at SummerSlam with his Tribal Chief. This could be a hint that they will reunite on TV soon. The duo could get back together on SmackDown, and Heyman may continue to further Reigns' storyline in his absence in case the OTC is written off television this Friday. 2. Roman Reigns challenges Solo Sikoa to a match at Bash in Berlin. WWE has announced 3 matches for the Bash in Berlin Premium Live event so far. The event's card will probably feature 5 or 6 matches, so Roman Reigns returning to the ring in Germany is a possibility. Roman Reigns set his sights on regaining the Ula Fala since returning, so it is possible that he challenges Solo Sikoa to a match at Bash in Berlin for the status of the undisputed Tribal Chief. The two cousins may agree to go head-to-head in a tribal combat match, as it would be the perfect stipulation for their encounter. 1. Jimmy Uso returns to join forces with Roman Reigns. Jimmy Uso was kicked out of the Bloodline by Solo Sikoa after the former failed to defeat his twin brother Jey Uso at WrestleMania XL. The record-breaking champion was assaulted by Sikoa and Tama Tonga and has been out of action since then. According to the latest reports, Jimmy has been medically cleared to return to the ring. So, he could be back soon to side with Roman Reigns. The two cousins could form a tag team and go after Tama Tonga and Tongaloa/Jacob Fatu before the original Tribal Chief locks horns with Sikoa. The feud could possibly be over the WWE Tag Team titles, as Reigns and Jimmy dethroning the Bloodline as champions would be a big blow to the group. Even if they do not feud over the titles, a tag team match between them would make for a great SmackDown main event. It could happen on Friday or when the Blue Brand returns to USA Network. After Roman Reigns' shocking defeat at SummerSlam, the WWE Universe has been buzzing about the fate of the Bloodline. With tensions boiling over between Reigns and his cousin, Solo Sikoa, things are beginning to unravel. Rumors have started to circulate about Sikoa seeking guidance from a new Wiseman, someone who could guide him in a direction that might go against the original Tribal Chief's wishes. As Roman Reigns prepares to confront this new threat on WWE SmackDown, fans are eager to see what moves the head of the table will make. Here are 5 potential things Roman Reigns can do as he takes on Solo Sikoa and his new Wiseman while reuniting with a possible old ally. 1. Confront Solo Sikoa face-to-face, unmasking the new Wiseman. The most direct and dramatic way Roman Reigns could handle the situation is by confronting Solo Sikoa in the middle of the ring. After SummerSlam, Sikoa has grown more defiant, and whispers of him aligning with a new Wiseman have surfaced. The identity of this Wiseman remains shrouded in mystery, but it could be someone from Reigns' past, an individual with deep roots in the Samoan wrestling dynasty. As Reigns walks down the ramp, the tension between him and Sikoa is palpable. With the tribal chief's music blasting, the arena falls silent when the two cousins stand face to face. Roman demands answers, and Solo, never one to back down, doesn't flinch. This confrontation could lead to the unmasking of the Wiseman, a returning Paul Heyman, who might have turned his back on Reigns, aligning himself with Solo. If not Heyman, it could be a surprising figure, like Rikishi or even The Rock, sparking deeper family drama. The unveiling of the new Wiseman would undoubtedly shake the foundations of the bloodline. Reigns, seeing this betrayal, would vow to destroy the new alliance, declaring that no one else but him holds the mantle of tribal chief. 2. Reunite with an old ally, a new power duo in the bloodline. Roman Reigns has been known to bury the hatchet with old enemies and reunite with former allies when it suits his needs. With his dominance now in question and the bloodline fractured, Reigns might reach out to someone unexpected for help. This ally could be Jey Uso, someone who knows Solo better than anyone and has already been embroiled in the family drama. After Jey walked out on the bloodline, Reigns left things unsaid. However, in the face of this new rebellion by Solo, Reigns may recognize that Jey's influence and understanding of Solo's inner workings could be pivotal in bringing him back under the family's control. On SmackDown, Reigns could surprise everyone by offering Jey a chance at redemption, suggesting that together they could stop Solo from further wrecking the bloodline. In this scenario, Jey might reluctantly agree, recognizing that his family is spiraling out of control. This reunion of former foes turned allies would add another layer of complexity to the ongoing bloodline saga. 3. Challenge Solo Sikoa to a battle for the bloodline. As tensions escalate, the tribal chief might lay down a challenge for Solo, an epic battle for the bloodline. The stakes? Control over the family and the honor of being the rightful leader. Roman Reigns has spent years building his legacy, and the idea of his younger cousin trying to take it all away could drive him to prove that he's still the most dominant force in WWE. The WWE Universe can already imagine the anticipation building for a clash between Reigns and Sikoa, two Samoan titans with everything on the line. SmackDown could set the stage for this challenge, with Reigns announcing that if Solo wants to be recognized as the tribal chief, he'll have to earn it in the ring. With the new Wiseman in Solo's corner, Reigns would be going up against not just his cousin, but the full force of this new alliance. The build-up to the match would be filled with intense promos, backstage altercations, and mind games as Reigns works to get inside Solo's head. 4. Enlist the help of another WWE veteran. If Roman Reigns truly feels that the bloodline is slipping out of his control, he may seek the assistance of a WWE veteran who understands power and leadership. Enter Randy Orton, a legend who knows all too well about family feuds, dominance, and betrayal. Orton and Reigns have a history, and though they have been rivals, they also share a mutual respect for one another's dominance in WWE. On SmackDown, Reigns could call out Orton, requesting his help to take down Solo and his new Wiseman. Orton, always the cunning strategist, might see this as an opportunity to elevate himself once more. He could agree to align with Reigns temporarily, aiming to settle old scores and cement his legacy. The Viper's presence would introduce an element of unpredictability, and Orton's experience could tip the scales in Reigns' favor, especially if the new Wiseman guiding Solo is Paul Heyman or another figure with a sharp wrestling IQ. 5. Take extreme measures. Bloodline exile for Solo Sikoa. Finally, if Roman Reigns feels that diplomacy, reunions, and alliances aren't enough, he might take the most extreme measure possible: exiling Solo Sikoa from the family and declaring him an enemy of the bloodline. In Samoan culture, family is everything, and this action would send shockwaves through the WWE universe. Reigns, standing tall in the center of the ring, could deliver a devastating decree, announcing that Solo is no longer welcome in the bloodline, stripping him of his connection to the family legacy. The storyline would then take on a deeply personal angle, with Solo becoming an outcast, vowing to destroy everything Roman has built. This move would set the stage for a long-term feud between Reigns and Sikoa, with the two battling not just for dominance but for family pride and redemption. The emotional weight of the exile would bring the story to a boiling point, culminating in a high-stakes showdown that could change the course of WWE history. In the weeks following SummerSlam, Roman Reigns' response to Solo Sikoa's defiance and his new Wiseman will be crucial. Whether Reigns confronts Solo head-on, reunites with JUSO, or enlists the help of a WWE legend like Randy Orton, the drama surrounding the bloodline promises to reach new heights on SmackDown. The original tribal chief isn't going down without a fight, and the WWE universe is ready for whatever chaos is set to unfold.